Hi garden friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Era and this is Gardening on Purpose. I garden in Georgia, Zone 8A. For today's video, I'm at Lowe's and I'm checking out what they have on clearance. Here we are in the last couple of days in January 2025. Finally, January decided it was going to leave because it's been around for a little bit too long. But they have a lot of stuff on clearance, so let's check them out. So here is the Lowe's tier system, and the first plant I'm seeing is the beautiful Diamond Spire Gardenia. These are usually $24.98, which means they'll be half off. These are a full sun to part sun plant, and they are hardy from zone 7 to 10. I have these in my yard. They are absolutely amazing looking. They are different looking from the regular gardenias, but if you watch my channel for a while, you know that even though I have gardenias in my yard, they don't thrive. They're alive, they bloom whenever they feel like, but they're not thriving like I need them to. But these got seriously damaged from the snow and from all those below freezing temperatures we've had here, and they are putting them on clearance. So that's the beautiful Diamond Spire by the Southern Living Plant Collection. Next up, we have Butterfly Bush. So here we have the Nanho Purple. This Nanho Purple is a butterfly bush that requires full sun and blooms spring, summer, and this is $16.98, which means it will be 50% off. This guy here is hardy to zone 5, and you know, butterfly bushes do really well for us over this side. You just have to be able to prune it properly so that it doesn't crack open when we have these really bad winds, and they have quite a few. All these little purple containers you're seeing, that is the Nanho Purple. Next up, we have the beautiful Leanne Clara. Leanne Clara is a Southern Living Plant Collection plant that was $26.98, so you're going to get it for around $13. It is hardy from zone 7 to 10, and it is in a 2.25 gallon. I was trying to make my way around all these noises, guys, but you know, it's the end of January. A lot of trucks are coming in and out, so excuse the back noise that you're hearing. So back to the Leanne Clara. Again, this looks like it got damaged during our snow events and also us being below 32 degrees for 3 days in a row. But this is a really great price for a 3-gallon evergreen shrub that can be used as a hedge plant or a border plant or whatever you end up using it for. This guy is really good. I have it in my yard. I have the Bronze Beauty and I have the Bigfoot, and they do well. Bigfoot is new to the yard, so I don't know yet, but I know for sure Bronze Beauty does really well. So that's what they look like. And here in the South, these are really great leafy evergreens, because you know the conifers don't do well for me personally. The conifers I have in my yard, they're alive. I don't feel like they're thriving yet. I think we do well with the leafy evergreens here in the South because these guys can seriously take the heat. Next up, we have the blush pink Nandina. This is a beauty. I don't have these in my yard, but I do have Obsession Nandina. This guy here is for a 1.5 gallon is $24.98, which means it will be half off, and that's what it looks like. This guy here grows 2 feet, and it is hardy from zone 6 to 10. Really nice looking Nandina. I don't know why I never actually buy them. It's because I'm so enamored with the Obsession that I just keep buying the Obsession Nandinas. I have like 7 of them in my yard, but the Blush Blink is just as beautiful. Next up, we have some lower pedalums. These are in 2.5 quarts. This is the Purple Daydream, and they have quite a few of them. This is $12.98, which means it will be, I believe, $7? Yes, $7, and that's what it's supposed to look like. But again, all that damage, guys, so they'll recover. So if you have time, head to your Lowe's. A lot of plants here in Georgia got damaged, and they're supposed to be putting these things on clearance. These are hardy from zone 7 to 10. And I have this in my yard and it grows quite well. I can attest to that. So that was the Purple Daydream, and I get a better look at it because it's damaged. I think a lot of folks are scared to buy damaged plants, but they will come back, especially for leafy greens. Obviously, the conifers is a different story, but leafy greens, they will catch their breath. Next up, oh, they have the Obsession Nandina, one of my favorite evergreen plants, because if you've seen one of my videos recently, you've seen me mention the Obsession Nandina and how it's a fiery red right now. Here we are in January, and my entire plant is so red. I mean, this is reddy orange, but the ones that I have are pure red, and they are absolutely beautiful. They're in the ground. The problem with this one here, it's not a problem. Maybe it's because it's still in the container all this time. But the Obsession Nandina, $24.98, half off, hardy from zone 6 to 10. Next up, we have one of my favorite evergreens. It is the beautiful Sunshine Ligustrum. Sunshine Ligustrum is an evergreen that does really, really well in my yard. It grows 3 to 6 feet, and I have it between me and my neighbor. I have it in a container. I have it all over my yard, and this is hardy from zone 6 to 10. They're looking rough again, but they are very, very reliable. Now, they are evergreen, but they do shed sometimes. So by the time they started shedding, they've already started to create the new leaves that the shedding did. So it's never a bare looking plant. There's always leaf going on, even though it might be young leaves or anything. This guy here is an absolute beauty. Let me take it out. I think a lot of us here in the South, we love it because it looks like a really nice yellow in the summer. It's really, really nice. This one here is in a 2-gallon, and again, only gonna cost you $12, guys. Okay, so we've gone through 2 carts so far. Let's see what else they have. Here they have some blue rug juniper. I have blue point juniper and I have blue star juniper, but I don't have this one here. Blue rug juniper is a full sun plant that is hardy to zone 3, and they have like 6 of them here, and this is what they're looking like. These feel so light, guys. They have not watered them. I think after a while they kind of like to give up on them and said, okay, we're just gonna put these on clearance. But this one will be rough to come back because, as I mentioned earlier, conifers, they look great, but once they start acting up, it's hard to get them back to their glory. But I'm not a conifer expert, but that's just been my experience with them. But that's the blue rug juniper, $9.98, which means it will be $4. Speaking of conifers, here we are, or arborvitas. Here we have the green giant arborvita. This is looking quite rough. It's been in the container since early spring. Nobody's really bought them. I mean, people have bought them, but there's still a lot of them still here at the store. This green giant arborvita is $24.98, which means you can get this guy here, this 2.25 gallon, for only $12 to $13. Also on this rack, we have some wintergreen boxwoods. I prefer the wintergreen over the baby gem because it just does better for me. It grows faster for me. It doesn't give me that brownie look in my garden, but in the container, they tend to give the brownie look. Especially, again, I know I keep saying it because it was a very big deal for us here in Zone 8A here in North Georgia, where we got snow and we got freezing temperatures below 32 degrees. This guy here is hardy from zones 4 and grows 3 to 4 feet by 3 to 4 feet. Again, wintergreen boxwood. Next up, we have some Distillium. This one here, I have this in my yard. I got it on clearance already. This one is the Bayou Bliss Distillium. It is hardy from zone 7 to 9, and it will be around $12 to $13 at the register. I've bought these because I was in need of more evergreens, and one of the reasons I bought a lot of evergreens is because in the winter I want my garden to still look like a garden. So I've added these, and they did great. They did actually get damaged in that winter snow that we got a couple of days ago, but they seem to be fine anyway. Here I have some Bigfoot. These again I had on clearance. These are gonna grow bigger than the Leanne, bigger than the Bronze Beauty. They're gonna get huge, guys. They're gonna grow 15 feet to 20 feet, and these will be $13 at the register. These are hardy from zone 7 to 10. Really, really nice. Again, a 2.25 gallon. Further down on this rack, we have some foolproof gardenia. These grow 3 to 4 feet, and they are hardy from zone 7 to 10. I had this in my yard, but it didn't do well, and it died ultimately. But that was a couple of years ago. I'm not going to really invest too much money in any more gardenias. One of the reasons why I bought that Diamond Spire was because it looks like the way it looks. It looks different from every other gardenia. But again, if you're looking for foolproof gardenia and you're looking for clearance plants, check out your Lowe's. These are hardy from zone 7 to 10. Next up, we have some azaleas. You guys know I love azaleas. This one here is the Autumn Ivory. This is part of the Encore series, and the Autumn Ivory is one of the smaller ones. This one is in a 1 gallon, and this would be $7 at the register. This one here is hardy from zone 7 to 9, and it grows 2.5 to 3 feet. 2.5 feet high by 3 feet wide. I have this in my yard, and it blooms just like they say 3 times a year: spring, summer, and fall. Let's check out what else they have. Further down, they've got a red one. This might be Bonfire or Fire. Okay, this one is Bonfire. This is Autumn Bonfire, and this one is a really nice red. I also have this one in my yard. This one here is hardy from zones 6, 8 to 9, and it grows up to 3 feet high by 3.5 feet wide. They have quite a few of these. If it's one thing with my Lowe's, they're always stocked up with these azaleas. There's never not azaleas somewhere in this store. I see what looks like a Podocarpus in here. Let me see. This one is Pringle's Dwarf U. This is a part sun plant, which means it requires 3 to 6 hours of sun, and it is hardy to zone 8. Can't take too much cold, guys. But I have this in my yard, and it does well. I have the mood ring Podocarpus. So I don't know about the Pringle's Dwarf U, but it is a beautiful looking plant. I have spots in my yard for part sun, so I'm always looking for part sun or part shade plants. But again, this one is in a 2.25 gallon. They've also got some what do you call these guys here, violas on clearance, but they've been here for quite a while. Nobody's really picking those up, but they're here if you're looking for them, because these can actually still grow for us all the way up until Memorial Day, guys. So if you're looking for these guys, even though they're annuals, they still have value between now and May. So there's a whole stash of them right here, and then they have some more on the other end. They've also have some containers. Now, I like to plant in containers as well, but I don't see anything here that I really like, but they might have something that you do. There's a whole rack here. Some apparently are on clearance and some aren't. But again, I just want to kind of show you what they have just in case you're looking. I thought this was on sale, but it's not. This one is a whole $70. If it was $30, I would have picked it up because I really like bird baths. And then, you know, they have some blue containers. Those aren't on sale, but those are. So the plasticky ones, the ones that are not like really great looking, those ones are on clearance. And then they have these wooden boxes here. Those are on clearance too. Anything you see with a yellow tag is on clearance. Then they have these blue guys here. They're on clearance too. These couldn't go out the window. They have an interesting looking container here. They turned it over, obviously, but this was $54 and that was $43. I mean, it's on sale, not clearance, because clearance prices should be a little bit lower than this. But you can see them all here. They have this big gray one here. They have this off-white creamy color one here. They have these beautiful urns, guys. $52 for this black one right here. And I don't like black urns. I prefer creamy white. Man, that's going to be tough. I'm going to have to walk away from that because the black doesn't go in my yard. And if you've seen my yard, you don't really see me with black containers or black colors anywhere. It's just not my thing, plant wise. And then I have this guy here, which is $20 right here. And then they have these brown ones that they have the square looking ones. They have the barrel looking ones right here. Right here, these, you can tell these have been here for quite a while, guys, and they're finally putting them on clearance. But anyway, guys, that is pretty much all the clearance plants here at the end of January. Check out your Lowe's, please. By now, they should have something on clearance. I mean, a lot of plants got damaged, so a lot of them should be putting things out. And also, you know, it's a new year, so new plants are coming. They should be making way for new plants anyway. But let me know what you think, guys. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Remember to hit that notification bell so you can be alerted in all my new videos. I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.